Hey, sorry about being a little late there. My Streamlabs, for some reason, whenever I went to go into it, it it died, so I had to reload everything. So we're here now. Welcome everybody. Thanks, Anthony, Fantasy Dog, Scott, Coolers, number 15 already. I forced myself to slow down yesterday. I had 9 of them done yesterday. We hope so. All right, so go back to the old program to where I'll talk about a player before we do a draft. So Dak Prescott last year, like CD, like I moved him up to. I think you could move him all the way to 2 if you really wanted. I'm just gonna make sure to get my percent on him. Hey, thanks for showing up, Thad. Hope you enjoy today. The Who crew is here and live. Thanks, Anthony. And so Dak last year got hurt week 9, right? If you look at CD, like he had some okay weeks after week 9, but his better ones were before week 9. And if you go to the season before 2023, it took him half the season to really get going. And about starting week 8, he just started smashing all the way through. That it's likely that was going to happen last year because of the target competition. Uh, and they definitely didn't add any this year. So if we go to this and you look at CD Lamb right here, you see his targets. He had 15 games, he had 146 targets. So you add, 24 targets for 2 more games? That puts him pretty close to the top of targets. So that would have put him, and by the way, if you do that with neighbors, he's by far number 1. Like, absolutely by far number 1. But with CD, he was here, and he would have been second in the league last year in targets had he played every game. Uh, if like by targets per game. So they didn't add anybody. I think they're gonna. I don't see a reason to not take him a lot this year. We all thought he was going to take. They were going to take somebody. So, and they didn't. All right, we'll say hi to everybody else. Victor Hartman. Yep, now all is well, Fantasy Dog. Thanks for showing up, Candyman. If you are not, go subscribe to his channel. He streams late at night. So anyway, I think today we're going to try a 30-second draft instead. We're going to do a 30-second puppy, and we're going to start in 10 seconds. No countdown. For those who don't know, I'll just say 10, and then around 10 seconds, I will join the 30-second puppy. I think the 30 seconds will be a little better for the streaming purposes. I'll be able to chat a little more. We are at 7 of 12 for anybody who wants in. 14 viewers, 10 likes. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Want to thank everybody who watched the video yesterday. 33% of everybody who showed up liked the video. That's awesome. Talk of Coop coming back. Definitely a move into 2 spot. Maybe. Like, Cooper looked pretty bad at the end of last year, but he would probably replace Jalen Tolbert, right? So this is a 30-second puppy lobby for anybody who just came in. Yeah, we will, while we're waiting, I want to show you my favorite team I have so far. That's not right. What do you... I don't know what I think of the Dallas running back room. I don't like any of them, honestly. Like, they at least added Jaden Blue, who is a pass catcher. Like, that will help some. I think it was not this one. It was not that one. I landed a double stacked. Yeah, here it is. So this was a schnauzer. Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, CMC, Chase Brown, Mason, Algier, Shipley, Jarquez. Got the double stack BTJ with Hunter at pick 60. Double stack Diggs with Kyle Williams with Rashee Rice, Alec Pierce. And then actually triple stacked both of the quarterbacks with the tight ends as well. I really like this team. Means they'll probably finish 7th. So, but I have it. It feels fine. Hey, welcome PPR Tyler. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we'll see where we're at. Still need 3. This is a 30-second puppy for anybody. I know people love Jaden Blue, but he doesn't seem built. No, he is absolutely not. But that doesn't mean Jerry Jones and company won't try him at that, right? Can't believe one of my drafts yesterday was thrown out. Really? I haven't seen that. I haven't had one thrown out yet. So still waiting on 3. This might not just happen because of the 30-second clock. We might have to back out. If you all want to back out, we can try the 20-second because this is actually taking a bit to fill. I didn't think it would take as long to fill. Hey, we're doing great. Yeah. So people are starting to back out. So everybody back out. I'll back out last. And we will go back to the 20-second clock and we will enter in 10 seconds. Hey, thanks. Yeah, Vaporware helped me. He got me some of the stuff and then I spliced them together. Like, so the thanks is really to him. Yeah, I couldn't believe how long it takes. We're waiting on 3. DQ. Oh, you want to see the board for that draft? At the dinner. Well, looks like this is going to be a loaded draft. We got best ball on call in the 1 hole. I got the 2. Tyler, PPR Tyler in the 3. I don't know why it kicked me out, but it did. PPR Tyler in the 3. Coolers in the 5. Fantasy Dog in the 10. I've seen Philip here, I think, in my stream before. DTJ or DTG, is that DT? I believe that's DT. Yeah, Vaporware is awesome. Like, I just mentioned that I needed to mess with it, and he's like, I'll try it. And he actually posted in the barbecue chat, and then that's where I ripped him off of, and then I merged him. I'm probably going to change it a little bit. The idea of the eyes, I think I'm over that. I think I'm going to change that to little footballs, like inside of the O's instead of having them be eyes. I think that'll be, it'd make more sense. Yeah, we could do that. I could I can do the one draft and then I can jump over onto yours. I think I got that set up correctly. We'll see. So, yeah, we'll just do one draft then. And if you're just jumping in, please smash the like. Yeah, so CD, I'm just going to kind of draft these people with the ADP. CD, I might try to get a few more percent on. Elmet's been keeping me from drafting for a while. Your DGen card needs to be revoked. My DGen card, like, it's wore out. It is absolutely wore out. I've beat the hell out of that thing. It doesn't go in the machine anymore. The cashiers get angry at me every time. They're like, why are you even trying that thing? Yeah, so I spent like 3 hours today going. A buddy of mine makes like little music, like sound bites and stuff. I was gonna feature some of their music in the stream, but I couldn't. I didn't have a account, so I was gonna do it through the website. And whenever I went to do it right before the stream, it messed up every sound option I had set up, and I had to redo everything. So we're not going to start that today. That'll I'll spend tomorrow morning messing with that and figuring that out. With using Streamlabs, everything's a little weirder than it is on StreamYard. So, and thank you for the invite, PPR Tyler. I know you said something a week or two ago, about a week and a half ago, and I just needed to go onto Streamlabs and actually set some of that up. We'll look at the draft real quick. We got nothing out of the ordinary. Genty McCaffrey, that might be pretty rare fairly soon. So I'm assuming both of those will move up a little, but it's also hard to move them up over these wide receivers. Like doing several of these drafts after round, like pretty much after Darnell Mooney goes, you have one more little tier of like 4 or 5 wide receivers, and everything else feels awful, right? So I think the wide receivers are going to start pushing up the board here pretty soon. The running back values don't feel that bad in like round 6, 7, 8. So like I've been building not as much uh zero RB, but I'm gonna probably build a lot more hero RB now. It just by the way that the drafts go now, like during the big board season, to me at least, it felt like you could come back a wide receiver pretty easily in the middle rounds. But that's because nobody had landing spots, right? I don't love anything in this area. I personally think Rashid Rice is going to end up here. I'll just take a Garrett Wilson share. Um, Opening up to more shares of Justin Fields feels fine. I have a bunch of naked Justin Fields, but not a whole lot of stacked Justin Fields from the pre-draft stuff. So I think I'm just going to start taking the medicine and taking Garrett Wilson up here sometimes. Like this whole range from Jacobs all the way to like 41 feels kind of the same to me. We got coolers here. Chase Brown 29. That's probably where he's going to end up at. I thought about taking him, but I'd taken Taylor already. CD, Trey McBride, Chase Brown. That's a great start. Late hero builds can be nice this time of the year. Take a rookie running back like QJ or Henderson and absolutely get stacked with. Yeah, absolutely. I've I've did several teams to where like, and something I've liked is 2 wide receivers in round 1 and 2. Like if I'm on the right side, just go 2 wide receivers and be done before Higgins basically, and then go like a tight end, like if Kittle's there, or take an elite quarterback and then 2 running backs, and then just smash your third wide receiver for a bunch of rounds until like Mooney's gone. Those teams have felt pretty good to me. Not who knows what strategy is going to work, but I think the running backs feel like values right now, absolutely, but they may all get pushed down based like a lot of people streaming are saying like how ugly the wide receivers feel late. So there's a chance that every running back gets pushed down again, just like last year. Ball knowers know there are good wide receivers throughout the entire draft. This year, it does start to get pretty ugly at like after Rashad Bateman, Marvin Mims, Rashid Shaheed, and those like it gets pretty ugly there for a while. Only drafting good player strategy works. Yeah. Yeah, it does. And then trying to fill in the gaps, right? Like I usually let the room tell me what kind of team I'm going to build. Who knows if that's right? Like if I get a falling value on somebody, I usually if it makes sense, like if it's not my fifth running back by round 6, I'm into it. We got Fantasy Dog, Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Mike Evans, Lamar Jackson. A very solid start. We got Tyler's got Saquon, T. Higgins, Marvin Harrison. Also a fire start. Hawkberg. That's a very strong name. The name Hawkberg here. We got Best Ball on Call, Chase, Tyreek, Jacobs. Round 11 to 12 beyond gets thin. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Very thin. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a Travis Hunter share here. As you can see, I've done my own ranks. Like anything to not take Zay Flowers almost. Like I do have him moved up a little bit now just so I can get some shares of him. And my pick was between Kittle and Hunter. Do I want Yeah, I'm gonna start taking a bunch of Mixon, I think. Like Joe Mixon won in the draft. Yes, he's old. Yeah, he could end up being bad. But they only added Woody Marks. So feels fine. Flowers, are you in or out on Flowers? I'm pretty low on Flowers compared to most people. So, and I know that. I don't want zero of them. Like he's solid. He's just not great. Also, before I forget, DraftKings right now, I wasn't going to do any of them, but they're doing a buy one get one right now for the $20 tournament. You go here, you hit promos, the top one, you just hit draft now, and it'll give you a free ticket. I have a free ticket right now for a DraftKings, so I would advise anybody who likes best ball to go do that. I agree. I think Mixon like I don't like making the pick, but I think I'm like 30% of them right now in the tournament because after looking through like his points per game and all that last year and then what they done in the offseason, like they're probably going to score more points. They have more weapons. They didn't address the offensive line to the need they probably needed to, but they did address it some. So and their defense is insane, right? So if they're up in games and they're scoring more points late in games, Joe Mixon should just eat, right? Out totally at ADP on Zay Flowers. Yeah, I put in my heart of hearts, I have Zay Flowers at like 53, 54. I moved him up one or two spots, but he normally goes up here in the mix of Devontae Smith, Jamison Williams. And Tet is just a staple now at the 3-4 turn. Like, I was hoping to get a couple shares of him in the middle of the fourth. Like, I moved him up, but leg up moved him all the way to 32 already. So I don't think there's going to be any value on Tet McMillan. I think if you want him, you just have to take him. Yeah, it's thin if you're only looking for wide receivers that had 1,000 yards last year. You got to learn how to project. Oh yeah, a lot of the guys that hey, I finally get Matthew Golden. I really like Matthew Golden this year. So, that feels good. Like, we'll talk about that. Like, I love Kyle Williams. I have him way up on my board. Just like Steph Diggs. I have 31% Steph Diggs right now because I think his price is, I think it's pretty good. But I don't have, like, I'll take George Pickens here. The double with Jonathan Taylor and Mixon, I should probably get my fifth wide receiver, and then I can just tack two on late. Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Matthew Golden, George Pickens feels pretty strong. Not that I'm a giant George Pickens fan. I talked myself out of Steph Diggs. You're welcome, Tyler. I I have, as you've seen, I have 31% Steph Diggs. How could, yeah, like I was out on him last year. I didn't. There is a little bit of worry about the offensive coordinator change. Like, but I mean, for the team, it's probably good. They probably will score more touchdowns. So overall, it should be better. But there is a chance that they just go extreme pass heavy. I haven't looked into exactly what that coordinator does. So, but I mean, what was Joe Mixon last year? Like, I mean, if we look at this, we'll go to Mixon. He was running back 9 in points per game. He missed 3 games, still had 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 50 receptions, basically. So it's hard not to like it, right? Like he can do everything. He's not. He never looks good. Najee at 80 is bold. I agree. There's I mean, it's somebody with like without a badge that is almost definitely just drafting off of the ADP rankings. So, like, they're probably going to be drafting a lot of players who we won't be taking. Like, maybe they take Cooper Cup or something next. Not that, like, Cooper Cup could be a good pick. I'm out on it. Yeah, they sure, like, I mean, it's 50-50. Some people are, I mean, you never know who, like, whenever they don't have a badge, it literally could be their first draft ever. They just found out about it. They don't have rankings. They don't know if they're going to like it. So they just log in, they see some ranks. They don't even know they can set their own ranks or get ranks from other places. And they're just living their best life, right? Just out here living. You got DJ Moore and Burden with Caleb Williams. 105. I have a feeling I know what pick that's going to be. I bet I know who Tyler takes right here. Somebody I've mentioned a couple times in the draft. Shocker. Absolute shocker. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up Justin Fields. I like all those running backs pretty much the same. Pacheco, Scatabo, Swift, Mason. I've got 46% Pacheco at this range. I have Fields, so Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just hammer down on that. I took like almost 0% in the big board. I'm correcting that now. He'll rise up. He's probably gonna be a round 7 pick by the end of this, in my opinion. Like he'll move up an entire round from here. My first BBM this year, a no batch took Jalen Hurts with the 101, waiting for it to get tossed. It all depends on what else they done, right? Liam did a stream earlier today, and the guy in the one hole took 3 quarterbacks by Joe Burrow, um, and then only finished with 3 running backs. 26.7 on Cup. Gonna gamble. I mean, it's a gamble. I'll agree with you there. It's a gamble. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him dominate before, right? It's not out of the realm of possibilities that he does it again. I I'm just kind of out on every piece of the Seattle offense because they did. I don't believe they addressed the offensive line enough. That's just the way I'm gonna play it. Like even JSN, I don't know where JSN went. JSN, I've been seeing slide down to the back end of the like the 3-4 turn. That's where I have him ranked. So maybe pretty like, but like I said earlier, I have people from Garrett Wilson all the way to Brees Hall or Jaden Daniels basically rated the same. I don't think Cup is any worse of a gamble than a guy like Diggs. Yeah, I'll disagree, but it only because in my eyes, like Cup actually looked slow last year. Diggs was still pretty, like he looked fine. Like I know some people say that Diggs looked slow. I didn't think he did. So I'm gonna take the gamble there. And if you don't think Cooper Cup looked slow last year, like then yeah, like you should bet on him. Oh, somebody thinks he's pushing Drake Mayer on this corner. Left me Kyle Williams and Drake May. That's bold. As you can see, I have 69% Kyle Williams and 31% Drake May. I'll just go ahead and pull up Trevor Lawrence. Hey, thank you, sir. Is this the first time you've been in here? Everybody tell Jay hello. Yeah, so I went ahead and just pulled Trevor Lawrence up. I think his ADP is going to go up. Uh, Travis Hunter's ADP is not going to stay there. So this is going to stay unique, like getting Hunter with Jefferson. Well, I'm glad to have you and hope you enjoy. I try to do my best to like keep up with the chat. More of a hangout than anything else. Oh no, I think they both look slow, but I trust Cup's hands and the vacated targets left behind DK. The whole hometown narrative. Yeah, yeah, their hometown narrative is something that I don't personally factor in. But they're like we bought into the hometown narrative with Marshawn Lynch when he went to the Raiders. Same situation. It didn't work out there. That doesn't mean it can't work out with Cup though. Like I don't think Cup's a bad. There's a bunch of picks that I'm not making that I don't think are just terrible picks. They're just picks I've decided to be lower on, right? And Cooper Cup is one of those. Like I I want him to go about 10 picks later than he like I want Darnell Mooney, Josh Downs, Shakir, Brandon Ayuk over Cup most of the time. And I'm mostly just out on the Seattle offense. Like that's the biggest part of the Cup thing for me. Fantasy Dog, thank you. Great time of the season. Greasy off an entertaining NFL draft. Rookie drafts everywhere. Great time of year. Absolutely. I had a startup this year. We just did the draft on Sunday, and we did the you draft kickers for your picks. I ended up with the 104, 203, 208, 303, and three fourth rounds. And I got Amarian Hampton at 104. That's who I wanted the entire time. I was surprised he was there. It was super flex tight end premium as well. Then I got Matthew Golden at pick, I think it's 14. And then I had 27. I got Mason Taylor all the way down there. And then Fannin was still available. And I got all four of those people. Felt great. That's fair. Sam Darnold is going to spend half the season running for his life. And Jalen Milrow may spend the other half of the season running for his life. I don't think that that's going to happen. Maybe the last couple weeks, but yeah, it is not like and it's probably the wrong move. Like Kenneth Walker's probably like I'm not going to take zero Kenneth Walker, but I won't be overweight on him at his current ADP. I was before the draft. I still love Damian Martinez as a prospect. If the reason he fell was because of character concerns, I'm fine, right? Like, do I love that? Absolutely not. But in a class that has like 20 draftable running backs, if you're the only one with character concerns, like, yeah, you're probably going to fall all the way. So to me, if he gets a chance to play, maybe his talent still wins out. Like, and it's not a great pick for this style of thing we're doing here, but um, I mean, Kyle Pitts is kind of nice, but I'm going to go ahead and take Cedric Tillman here. Take an upside shot at wide receiver. I don't think the Deontay Johnson signing really kills him. I do think it hurts a little. Deontay is somebody I'll probably mix in the last round if I happen to need Flacco or something. He'll take all the Seattle. I mean, the one thing that's true is they definitely want to run the ball. Mike McDonald has. That's one reason a lot of people believe that I think it was Ryan Grubb was the coordinator last year. They believe that that's why he's gone is because they just couldn't. They were trying to run an offense that the head coach did not want to run. Love the Tootin, T-Law, and Hunter. We'll see if I get the tight end all the way back here. If I don't, it's not that big of a deal, but if I do, that's awesome. Took Williams. Oh, I mean, I'm pretty high on Kyle Williams myself as well. Like, and you're not sniping. That's 30 picks above ADP. Like, you're fine. Like, if you're taking him there, it's fine. Hulk Smash, welcome. If you're just joining us, please smash the like. Agreed, was high on Martinez. One of the few landing spots that disappointed. Yeah, and going through the evaluation process, you never know which ones have the good character, the bad character, stuff like that. Like sometimes you know, and I don't know if this is true. I was in round 6 or so. I went into the PFF, the Pro Football Focus chat while they were doing the draft. And I asked in that chat why Martinez was falling. And just another chatter, like it wasn't the group there. He said that Damian Martinez yelled at Jerry Jones's dog. I don't know if that happened, but it sounds like something that would make Jerry Jones not want to draft you. And a bunch of the hype I heard was that Jerry Jones was and the Cowboys were really in on him. So if that happened, it's kind of hilarious, honestly. I mean, it sucks. It sucks for people who had 30% plus of Martinez in the big board, but it's one of those stories. I'm not sure if it's true, but I kind of want it to be true. We got Bretton Strange goes. That's just a good pick. Like he'll probably be going up the board. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Rashad White over the Braylon Allen. I kind of think taking Braylon Allen with Justin Fields kind of defeats the purpose. I do need a tight end. We will. We'll just build out the team stack. A little bit of a team stack here. I had Pickens, so we'll go ahead and take Pat Fry. Two of the grossest tight ends you could take. Jake Ferguson, Pat Fry. Definitely be adding a third. Team so far, 2-5-6-2. Quarterback, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon, Pacheco, Tootin, Rashad White. 167 on White. Like that is insane to me. Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Matthew Golden, George Pickens, Cedric Tillman, Ferguson, Pat Fry. Jerry Jones, just another reason to laugh at the Cowboys. All right, I will try to figure that out here in just a little bit whenever we're done. Damian Martinez has that dog in him, but he doesn't want that dog on him. Well put, Meat Gazer. That is fantastic. Was gonna save you, Allen, until you talked me out. Yeah, no. If I wanted Allen and I pass him to somebody with a stack, even if I'm getting an ADP value, that's a decision I've already made. Always draft your best team, like no matter what. I don't want people passing me players or anything like that. Like, no, I don't want people sniping me for no reason either. But you know, yeah, absolutely. And like I was getting at, taking Justin Fields, like I think Justin Fields and Brees is fine because it secures all the rushing touchdowns in theory, and Brees is good out of the backfield. And Fields has in the past thrown to running back some, so it can work. I don't really think Braylon Allen is going to be a running receiver. Let's look. Braylon Allen, did he have 19? He had 19 receptions last year. That's actually not bad. That's more than I thought he had. So maybe that is fine. Maybe he has more receiving upside than I thought. Name one player you don't think anyone has enough of. I mean, there's a player I think that I'm probably going to pick here at 191 that I think is maybe the most underrated player on the board right now. So you get to see in real time my most mispriced player. And it's kind of hard to say that it's mispriced because of reasons. We'll talk about it if Tyler doesn't take it. It's a positional value thing. So I think Mason Taylor should be going ahead of a lot of these players. And that's another reason. Yeah, it's Mason Taylor. Uh, I mean, I had the stack already, right? And that's another reason I'm kind of more in on Garrett Wilson at ADP is because I'm very in on Mason Taylor. And if it can give me the triple stack, like sign me up. Take a peek at this. Do we bring in Joe Flacco? I might bring in Joe Flacco in the very last round. Not that I want to. We're going to take Pat Bryant here. As we all know, I'm a Pat Bryant lover. So I'm still in shock. Pat Bryant got third round capital. I was expecting fifth, hoping for fourth, but got third. If I thought he was getting third round capital, I would have had like 50% Pat Bryant, like in the pre-draft. Yeah, I think Mason Taylor's an awesome pick right now. Yeah. I think a lot of the people in this chat is going to agree that Taylor's an absolute smash there. And not only that, like you could just take him in the 15th or 14th if you took Fields unstacked, right? Like you just get a value on Fields and then just pull up Mason Taylor in the 14th, 15th, wherever you need him. Like if you're in a room like this that you're not sure if he's going to come back, you can. Harold Fannin, No Fear by Coolers. Oh, he's doing that to get his fourth quarterback. He's going to go four quarterbacks and take Joe Flacco. I know what you're up to, Coolers. I mentioned Joe Flacco, and you're like, flack around and find out. I still had to buy one of those shirts. My biggest focus these drafts has just been stockpiling who I think the biggest risers will be. So I haven't chased Hunter. Well, yeah, I think Hunter is one of the biggest risers, and that's kind of what I'm doing as well. That's why why I took Pacheco. Maybe Pacheco ends here, but Tootin and Pacheco, and I think even maybe Rashad White rises, and Mason Taylor absolutely. And we're going to get positive news about every single Broncos receiver at some point, and they're going to just fluctuate, right? For QB in an 18 round draft is aggressive. I know one person who does not think so. I don't know that person, but I know of that person. I think Mason should be in the one. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think he should be here with Zach Ertz, Bretton Strange, Hunter Henry, Gesicki, Pat Fryermuth, but he's not. And you could almost say Dalton Schultz needs to be in that group too. The Pound was saying, and it makes a lot of sense, that part of the reason these tight ends are falling is just because people aren't taking three every time. But I think I don't even hate three tight end with like a Bowers if you have your team completely like locked up. Do we do it? Do we take the Flacco? Um, no. We're just going to take another wide receiver. I think Turpin's also a potential winner to move up. Schultz and Hunter, Henry, sneaky winners. Yep. I love Hunter Henry. I think is 80. He's at 160. Yeah, all of them feel low. And every one of these tight ends, like all through the board, feel low. Like Jonnu is about right. Hawkinson's about right. Laporta feels a little high to me. I just kind of think Laporta and Hawkinson should kind of equal out. Kittle feels perfect. Those two feel fine. But with all the value you get down here, it does make it harder to want to take the elites. And Njoku, Kraft, Kelsey, Warren. Like, I don't love Ingram here. anymore. Loveland's probably going to become a staple right there. I expected Sleepy to take him. Running back room is a little light. I I really do like Andrews. Like, it's a gamble, but if he doesn't go anywhere, it's a smash. Like, just an absolute smash. He had what, 11 touchdowns last year, and touchdowns in like it was like 8 straight games or something at the end of the season. We'll look that up. We'll go over Fantasy Dog's team if he wants me to look at it. He was talking about it there. So yeah, so week 10 he had a touchdown. Then he had no touchdown, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. So from week 6 to week 18, he only had 3 weeks without a touchdown, or 2 weeks. Like, that is, and he had 2 here. Like, that is a run. Andrews still feels like a smash at ADP. He signed an extension mid-season last year, so I don't think he's likely leaves. But D-Hop, yeah, that is a good point as well. D-Hop does add that. And all that stuff about him possibly being traded, like, nothing came of that. Ertz is crazy low on only concerns. I don't even know if he has health concerns. Yeah, I'll look over Fantasy Dog's team. Have 10 minutes or so. For those of you who are not PPR Tyler, I'll be joining his stream after this. If Tyler wants to put his link in, I'm sure most of you are already subscribed over there. But if you aren't, he can drop his link in the chat. All right, Dog went 3-5-8-2. Like, even with the elite quarterback, yeah, I don't hate that. I don't like doing it at pick 183, but that's fine. Like, they're dollar picks. Who really cares? So Lamar and the Seattle quarterbacks: Connor, Pollard, Garindo, Bigsby, Roshan, Neighbors, Evans, Judy, Cup, Bateman, Kyle Williams, Josh Palmer, Torrey Horton, Bowers, and Andrews. I mean, that's an awesome tight end room. You'll probably get a couple flex weeks out of that. Like, you got 2 starting running backs, and I don't like the Bigsby pick is scary right now because who knows what they're going to do in Jacksonville. Like, nobody knows. And I mean, I think it's a pretty solid team. Like, I probably wouldn't have went Torrey Horton there. I know you wanted to get the Seattle stack. I would have added another running back probably, but that's just me. That was such a hard catch he dropped. Yeah, the worst thing was the fumble, right? The fumble really, I think the fumble messed with him psychologically. And then he had the drop after that, right? So, but anyway, I normally do 2 drafts, but I think today we're going to go ahead and call it. And yeah, the fumble, like, we've seen some of the best players in every sport, have a game where something goes wrong and then they kind of fall apart. And that playoff game was that for Mark Andrews, right? And like, you just got to feel bad for the guy. Like, he's been there his whole career, everything. So, all right, well, I will be back tomorrow, same time. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'm gonna try to get that music thing figured out. I'm just curious if people like, and it'll be a if I do 2 drafts thing. The second draft, I'll add like background music. That's the goal. So, thanks everybody. Talk to you all later.